Hello everyone, thanks for stopping back at my channel. Today we have a fall pumpkin project using Sean Petit's new fall stencils. They are so fun. I'm working on a 3/4 inch MDF board and I am putting down my collage papers with some matte medium. I'm just going to cover the back with some large pieces because we're really going to fill this piece up with some texture and some dark color paints. So I don't think we're going to see much of it, but you never know. That's just how I started out. Let's see what happens. Thanks a lot for joining me this week. I hope you're having a great week and everybody is enjoying the fall season. I sure am. I love fall. This little piece of scrap I'm putting down here is of wallpaper scrap, and it has a wood grain texture to it. So I've been saving all of that I've been coming across. I thought it would make a kind of outdoorsy feel for the pumpkin background. Excuse me. It'll be pumpkin carving time soon, and we'll all have to try and get a creative idea for our pumpkin. I'm not sure what we'll have this year. My husband loves to carve the pumpkin for me, and I roast the seeds, and it's kind of a tradition. So I look forward to that. What are some of your fall traditions? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read about them. Alright, this is Pumpkin Variety by Sean Petit, and I'm just going to pencil in the outline of the stencil and cut it out. I'm using another scrap of wallpaper. I thought maybe I'd use some crackle paste and fill in some of those gaps from the wallpaper. And I love the texture that this gives in the background. Using a plastic palette knife here. That should do. I've got to let this dry. I'll work on the pumpkin. I'm gonna shade it in with some charcoal pencils. Getting all my tools out there. Alright, background's dry. Cutting off the excess papers. And I'm going to use some fluid acrylic here. And I'll list all the colors below. This one, I believe, is Paynes Gray, and I wanted to give that background kind of like a washed, wood washed. I'm not sure of the word, but the technique is exactly what I got with this color. Whitewashed, is that what it's called? I'm not sure, but I love that bluish gray on the crackled background. And then I was thinking, maybe it's a little too blue. So I'm gonna get out my favorite burnt umber. I know you're probably sick of it, but when you get your favorite colors, you just kind of keep going back and back to them. It's just your signature thing. So I let that Paynes Gray dry in the background, and now I'm doing a water and burnt umber wash over the top, and we're going to dab that off. Now we really got some wood panel in the back, and I cut out some leaves from this coloring sheet so that I could add leaves to this pumpkin. I'm just going to add a little acrylic paint to make them green, and that worked. I liked it. Quick, easy way to fix the leaves. loving the background. I'm gonna add a little bit of gesso just to lighten it up a little bit, using it on my brayer. This is a technique that I got from Sean. She has lots of cool techniques. Make sure you check out her videos. I'll link them below. She got me addicted to this kind of crafting and art, and it is my passion. So I'm trying to decide where to put that pumpkin, and I didn't really want to cover up some of that background. I thought maybe it needed some leaves underneath the pumpkin just for something to sit on. So I'm gonna stencil through this leaf stencil from Sean again, and I'll list it below. Such a great stencil. I'll use this a lot this fall. I already have. Just putting acrylic paint there, and I thought maybe at the top too we would add some there. Got some green, some orange, and here's some maroon color craft paint. That really gave it a good pop. Adding some orange right in with the maroon. It's all right. Those fall leaves are just beautiful colors swirled all together. So, easy way to be creative. I know I gotta start getting into the Christmas mode and some winter videos out, but it's so hard for me when I love fall so much. So, I guess you just have to do what you love, and I love fall. Here I thought I would use that paper scrap and create some more leaves from the background there, and then cut them out. Placing my pumpkin down, we're going to use matte gel because the wallpaper is a little bit thicker than regular paper. I put it down so it hangs off the edge a little bit, adding a little bit more interest and giving some more room to those leaves on the top. More texture. I like creating on these small little panels of MDF board. I like that they're standalone. Super nice for little gifts for people. You can just give them a nice little fall gift or a birthday present, something like that. Here I'm adding the pumpkin, and then I'm adding those 2 green leaves that I painted. Wasn't sure where to put it, so I just thought, go with it. Put it down. Covering everything good with that matte gel. Now I'm going to use another stencil, and it's going to say, welcome. And I thought I could see this just being in the entryway of a home, inviting your friends in for a nice hot apple cider or some kind of fall beverage, maybe a beer. And I thought it would be very welcoming to see that in the entryway. Maybe a little candle going by it. That's where mine's going. Now, I wanted to use this plaid stencil. I am a plaid freak, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna work out, so I had my alcohol on the side there just in case, and it really worked out. Look at that texture. I love it. And I didn't have to use the alcohol. So now I'm cutting off the edge of that pumpkin and the leaves that are overhanging, trying not to smudge my Archival ink, waiting for that to dry. being real careful because it's not 100% dry yet. Putting my charcoal down on my pumpkin and putting it in the grooves there so everything fills in and it gives that pumpkin the depth that it needs. If it gets a little bit dark, you can just use a wet towel or something and go back over it to lighten it up. Just going around everything, using my finger to blend it. I like how it's turning out. I've got my Bark Inktense watercolor pencil and I'm going around those leaves. I think I went back with my charcoal pencil. It was working a little bit better this time. You just have to see what works for you. So I'm going to shade everything, and here's how it turned out. And I'm using my white pencil there. And I'm going to put some white gesso there just for some highlights on the pumpkin and smudge him with my finger. I think it really turned out neat. I was being pretty daring there, wasn't I? Turned out good though. Love it. It really brightened it up, adding that white. Just don't be afraid of it. Have your alcohol sitting close by, and you can always wipe it right off. I'll have up-close videos, pictures for you at the end, and I had a little technical difficulty here, and I didn't include the white splatters, but I just did it with a small brush and my gesso. Really glad you stopped by to create with me today, and enjoy this fall piece. See you next time, and keep crafting!